Good morning, students. Today we will discuss population and population ecology. So, what is population? So, population is a group of interbreeding individuals. So, in our world, human population is increasing day by day and it exerts a tremendous pressure on our natural resources. So the growth of the population is not same at all time, and we can divide it into two process. One is additive process and one is reducing process. Additive process means where the number of individuals in a population will increase, and the reducing process, that means the number of individuals will reduce in that population. So, over last 200 years, the human population increased exponentially. Means the growth rate is very high. So, what are the reasons behind that? So, the human beings have the proper adaptability and they can spread to various habitats. That is a reason for population growth. Next is the use of advanced technology in agriculture, that also help in population growth. And next one is the disease, food and water and energy supply. These are no more such limiting factors for population growth. Now, as we have discussed earlier, that additive process, so the process that add to population, so there are main two terms. So one is reproduction and another is immigration. So reproduction is the addition through birth and production of seed. Seed means production of gametes, and rate of birth in a population is called natality. That means the birth rate is known as natality. Now is immigration. Immigration means addition through movement into a population. So, if it is a large population and if it is a small population, immigration means when individuals from this population will enter into this population. So, when some individuals from this population will enter into this population, there is the increase in this population. Okay, so there are some special factors that affect the birth rate. So, what are those factors? So, first one is the proper family planning. As you can see that the birth rate is usually lower in urban areas. Why? Because they have the proper family planning, but it is higher in rural areas. Why? Because they generally do not have the proper family planning. Next one is increase in family income. So birth rate is higher in developing countries and in rural areas where the children from an early age group help in their field, and here a large number of children means the more helping hands, that means the more income in that particular family. Next is education of women. So education of women obviously plays a vital role in reducing the population. Why? Because the educating now there are two processes that remove from a population: death and emigration. So rate of death in a population is termed as mortality. Birth rate is natality and death rate is mortality. And immigration means reducing through the movement out of a population. Like if it is the population, bigger population, so when some individuals from this population will move out, that means the population will decrease. There are some factors that affect the death rate. So the first one is better nutrition. Food security, proper nutrition and better sanitization and safe drinking of water decrease the death rate. And better healthcare facilities decreases the death rate caused by various diseases, and overall the good healthcare system decreases the infant mortality. So the birth, death, immigration and emigration interact with each other, and the final population is a result of their interaction. So what is the relationship between this? nt plus 1 equal to nt plus b plus I minus d plus e. N means number of individuals in a population at time t plus 1, means this is the final population, so it is equal to nt, that means the number of individuals in a population at time t, plus b means birth rate plus immigration minus death rate plus immigration. Now we are coming to age structure. So age structure of a population is actually the distribution of different age groups in that particular population. So in India and in different countries also, there are several groups, like the groups from 0 to 14 years, 15 to 64 years and 65 years and above. The age structure helps to determine the overall age distribution of a population. It also affects the nation's socio-economic issues. The age structure can also be used to help predict the potential political issues. So, in any population, if there is a rapid growth of young adults, they are unable to find the employment and can lead to unrest. And it also used in ecology to determine the overall age distribution of a population, and that indicate the reproductive capabilities and likelihood of the continuation of that particular species. Now we are coming to population pyramid. So as you can see, this is the figure of population pyramid. So population pyramid is the diagrammatic representation of the age structure of a particular population. So two axes are there, x-axis and y-axis. So in x-axis it is plotted population, and in y-axis it is plotted age group, different age groups. So we can categorize the population pyramid into 4 groups. First one is stationary pyramid, next one is expansive pyramid or broad-based pyramid, this is urn-shaped pyramid, and this one is stable or bell-shaped pyramid. So main 3 groups are there: pre-reproductive age group, that means from 0 to 14 years old, reproductive age group, that means 15 to 64 years old, and post-reproductive age group, that means 65 years and above 65 years. So first we will discuss the stationary pyramid. So the stationary pyramid shows an equal number of people in all age categories and with a tapering end towards the older age group. That means this lower portion will be the first age group, that means the pre-reproductive. This middle portion will be the second group, that means the reproductive age groups, and this tapering portion or that upper portion is of older age groups or post-reproductive age groups. So this type of population pyramid we can see in Sweden, where there is a low death rate and constant birth rate and a high quality of life. Okay, so now we are coming to the expansive pyramid or broad-based pyramid. So an expansive pyramid represents a greater number of people in younger age categories. That means in pre-reproductive and reproductive age groups. This portion, broad-based. And it is generally typical of many developing countries where birth rate are very high and the conditions are harsh and the life expectancy of the pre-reproductive age group is short. So in this case the pyramid base is broad. Here the pyramid base is broad, that indicating a large number of children, and this is the type of pyramid where we can see the baby birth, that means a huge number of smaller children in that particular age group. This is the typical pattern for less economically developed countries and due to little access and incentive to use the birth control. Now is the next one, that is constrictive pyramid or urn-shaped pyramid. So a constrictive pyramid has fewer people in the younger age categories. Here you can see number 1, that means pre-reproductive age group, so fewer people in the young age categories, and has been typical of the United States population. So the country will have a graying population, that means it is the older age group, and the life expectancy is also high, and there is low death rate and also low birth rate, because there are very good healthcare systems are there, and there is the easy access to use the birth control. So as you can see, the first age group, that means the pre-reproductive age group, is lower, but this number 2 and 3, that means the reproductive age groups and the post-reproductive age groups, that are high in this type of pyramid. The next one is bell-shaped or stable population. So here you can see the first group, that means the pre-reproductive age group and the reproductive age group, they are almost equal. So there is the fertility rate and the mortality rate almost equal to each other, and the number of the last group, that means the old age group or the post reproductive age group, that number of the population is less. So it is almost a stable population, so that's why it is known as the bell shaped pyramid or the stable population or stable pyramid.